Hi you guys, it's Stephanie. Today I thought we would make a few journaling cards type thing to go in the front 3 little pockets. All of the images that I am going to be using I found on the Graphics Fairy website. And then the papers I'm just using cutoffs from, what I've made so far. I took this and stitched around it. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a very, very pale green. The greens that I have thread-wise are either you almost can't see that it's green, or it's, oh, don't ever in your life use that green. I don't know why I have it. Well, Christmas. It's like Christmas green, and I don't want to use that, so... Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. I really have them all prepared for us. For the most part, I've inked around with, one of you suggested that I go and get some gray, and this is what I found. And so I've done some inking around on that. And we'll just go ahead and start gluing. I think that once I get them put together, I might go back and sew around, when I'm done making the video, I might go back and sew around the journaling card. I'm not sure. The sewing adds a lot of bulk, and so I'm going to see how they fit once they're dry. And then I'll decide from there whether or not I want to add some stitching. If I do, though, I'm thinking that the stitching that I'll do on the green would be white threads. And then I'm going to use this to back it. It has lines already. So I always say this should be a fast video, and I really think this one will be pretty quick. I say it, and then it's still like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, so I'm trying. All of the people that have been commenting about my craft room organization and stuff, I do appreciate it very much. I'm still getting suggestions and things like that, and I am reading all of them, and I'm taking into consideration all of the comments. And you know how you kind of like compile information before you can really make a decision? Well, that's what I've been doing. I told you guys in my last video that I did go ahead and buy some shoe thingies for my paper punches, and I couldn't remember the person's name. It was Emma Swartz, so thank you, Emma. I appreciate it. And yeah, I did totally fill up 2 of those, and I have them actually hanging on the wall. I did get a very recent comment from someone who said, I don't know, maybe you're not using enough of your wall space. And, exactly, I wasn't. And so I have a very large, not large, I have a large area, big area behind my door that nothing can go there because the door opens there. But it was perfect for 2 of these shoe things. So that's this one here. You would think on the Graphics Fairy website, it would be really easy to just type in butterflies in your search, and then all of the butterfly images would come up, but it isn't. It is not that easy at all. I got a few, and then it sends you in other directions. And so, I was looking for specific colors, so that made it a little bit more difficult. If you're not looking specifically for green or yellow, a lot are going to pop up, and you'll probably find what you need in your first search. But yeah, it takes you, I don't know, around the world and back again. And, you type in butterflies and it gives you Halloween images. Now that makes sense. So, okay, this one I have so that it opens, and I did ink around the inside. I might come back and do some stamping or something like that, or maybe paper punch of a butterfly with some of the scrap paper that I have when I'm all finished. I just don't know at this point. So there's 2, and they were fast, weren't they? This last one might take me a minute just because there's more moving pieces. I was thinking, I've never done anything like a specimen card, and so I thought I would give something kind of a try. This is that Tim Holtz die cut that has those things going across it, and I just cut those out, and I'm going to use it for my specimen card. And then this is just some really, really thin, I don't know, packaging, I think, that I thought I would use to put it together. So I also did finally make a decision on a piece of furniture. Unfortunately, it won't be in Spokane for probably a month. So I won't be doing anything really anytime soon. I didn't really need to put my glue down there yet, did I? Uh-oh. I didn't want to smear. The one thing about this is not knowing for sure if I should put a dab of glue to hold my butterfly in place or if it'll stay. So I think what I'm going to do is just a tiny little spot, and I don't know if it moves. It's not going to move by much. I don't know, you guys. This is something I haven't really noticed anybody doing, and so I'm probably not really needing to do it, but I'm hoping that it dries clear and nobody will realize. And if it is terrible, then I don't have to use it. And I might stitch around in the end when it's all done. I might stitch around it. I don't know. Just depends. Really try and flatten the glue out that's on the butterfly. Hopefully that's not a mistake. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if it is a mistake, I obviously don't have to use it at all, so that's fine. It's an experiment. And using this really, really thin plasticky stuff that I'm using, it may also not work real well. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, I did find a piece of furniture, so I'm happy about that. They said it's supposed to be arriving around the end of the month, but we'll see. So I took one of the butterfly images that I found on Graphics Fairy. I fussy cut it out. Actually, it's a yellow moth. It wasn't a butterfly, but I liked it good enough to call it a butterfly, right? It's pretty. Anyway, and then I backed it with some of my scrapbook paper. And then, I mean, well, it's staying, so that's good. I think it might look nice to have it stitched around, so I will probably do that. Hopefully it works out okay. But then I just made these little labels from some scrap paper to put on there. I don't have any of those stamps that say specimen or any of that, so, but that's okay. This is really fast. I'm gonna look at the timer. It's not even 10 minutes yet. I figured, you know, I just can't judge time, I guess. I do have some more images that I can play with, but I don't know. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. Because if I do stitching around stuff, it's, I don't know. What else? Okay, so the piece of furniture that I decided on, what it is actually a sofa table, and it has 3 drawers in it and 2 shelves. It's kind of low because it's a sofa table, and so I'm gonna raise it, and that way, like the floor will be essentially another space to store things, because I'll be raising it like 6 inches, and there's a bit of space, I believe, because there's a bit of space already underneath it. It doesn't sit directly on the floor. And so I'll be able to hopefully put all of my iris cases full of paper in those shelves, and then things in the drawers. And then I plan on putting shelves up on the wall up above it. And I think it's going to be good. Okay, so my thoughts are that this green one goes up here. And then the yellow one goes down here. And then this one goes in here so that you can see the butterfly kind of coming out of it. This one can, you know, stick up a little bit. This one kind of needs to be down there, otherwise it's going to hang out of the top of the book way too much. Of course, I'll be doing embellishing on the pockets. But there we go. It's a really short video, you guys, but I know that I'll just panic if I try and move on to my next thought. So I better go ahead and say goodbye, and I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.